Hey Jeremy, how you doing? Looks like you're the only one in here so far. Well, it looks like I got 4 people in here. Well, whoever's in here, post up. So let me know who's all in here. Well, I'd like to get a few more people in here before I start. If you know anybody, go ahead and give them a holler, tell them I'm up. Looks like it's going to be a slow night. We'll see what happens. Maybe I need to go outside and send up some smoke signals, huh? Yeah, that'll wake somebody up. Wake up. Man, I went from 3 to 1 quick. People left too. I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed that. They duck call and they left. They scared. They're all scared. I don't know. It's kind of a weird night, that Monday nights. Right? You ain't got no football. And if you do, there ain't no spectators. Why you'd watch it? Try calling in the coots. Okay. Well, I don't even know. I don't even have a coot call. Oh. I don't know. Being Monday night, that's kind of a weird night. Well, whoever came in, welcome. Come on in, type on in the. Let me know who you are. I'd like to get a few more people in here before we start doing what I wanted to do tonight. Talk a little bit about cooking. If that helps. Mm-hmm. Let's see here. Busch Light has an apple beer. You know, I wouldn't doubt it. There we go. There you go. Highlight that. Hey, David. No worries. I'm just seeing who all wanted to come in here. David, y'all doing all right? CP, how you doing, buddy? That's good, David. I'm glad everybody's happy. Did y'all catch any fish this afternoon? William Henry Outdoors. Hello. Eating dinner. What's for supper tonight? I had venison spaghetti, and it was good. That's why I was running a few minutes late. I made spaghetti out of venison tonight. Well, actually, my wife did. Homemade sauce. It was good. I'd like to get just a few more people in here. Try to, before we get going. David, y'all fish this afternoon? Oh, let's see here. CP's eating Chinese. Man, be careful. Orange chicken with chow mein. Like I said, my no fishing today. Work. Oh, okay. I pulled out a pack of venison. And hang on, I got a little. My fat girl came in. Hang on. Oh. I don't know if you can see. Hey, Casey, how you doing, buddy? All right. Well, tonight going to talk a little bit about Casey. I'm glad you're in here, man, because we're going to talk a little bit about food tonight. I thought you might be interested in that. There's a small company out there called Rogue Outdoors LLC. You can go on Facebook and find them. They are the makers of custom rods, and I'm here to tell you they make some pretty rods. Bill Bray, I guess, is the owner, so to speak. But him and his twin sons, and one of them's in here. If Jeremy's still in here, Jeremy's one of them. And you're on a diet, Casey. Yeah, get over it. Diets are for losers. It means you're quit eating. But Bill Bray is the dad. Jeremy and Justin Bray are the boys, and they make custom rods. Jeremy loaned me one. I hope I don't stick this in the fan above me. But this is a custom rod, and they make these, and this is just an absolute beautiful spinning rod. I love those colors. Yes, they make bass rods, fly rods, spinning rods. When I become rich and famous, I'm gonna have them build me some. I gotta be careful. I got a fan above me. I'd hate to stick this thing in there. Casey, losing weight is the hardest thing I ever did in my life. But you can find them on Rogue Outdoors. Jeremy, would you type into Facebook for me? Show the feathers in the handle. Okay. If I can find them. Let's see. I don't know if I got the room. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's a feather. Can y'all see that okay? And it's Rogue Outdoors LLC, but they're on Facebook. And you get in there. I don't know if y'all can see that or not, but they're right there. The feathers. It's a beautiful rod, guys. I mean, and there's like two or three or four feathers in there. Duckmasters Outdoors, how you doing? You can, I don't know if you can see them in the camera, but they're red, white, and blue. And then of course the red, white, and blue in here. I'm not sure. This one didn't mark, Jeremy, but this was was this a medium light? Feels kind of like a medium light to me, but that's good, Duckmaster. But if y'all want, yeah, it is a sexy rod. It really is. But get a hold of Bill or Jeremy. You can message them on Facebook. They have some other pictures on there that you can go and take a look at, or different rods. And yeah, it's a medium light. That's what it felt like. And if you want a custom rod, Jeremy could probably explain a little bit more about the blanks if he wants to. He wants to type it in, but it's an awesome little rod. I like it. I really do. He may not get this one back. There might be a fight in my front yard in a couple of days. Now, this is a nice rod. I just got to get a good, nice reel to go with it. But yeah, give them a shout out on Facebook, Rogue Outdoors, and yeah, thanks, Duck Masters, guys. If you would hit that thumbs up button for me, if you would, so I know. But anyway, I've been watching, and I do this all day at work, mostly a lot at work, as I go through different Facebook posts or different Facebook groups. Mostly because I'm into duck hunting, so it's a lot of duck hunting posts. But one of the things that I have found to be kind of common, and it's kind of weird for this time of year, but people are talking about how to cook ducks. That's and what's a good recipe for cooking ducks? And I would say 80%, everybody's telling them wrap them in bacon. Take the breast meat out, fillet it out, butterfly it open, put some cream cheese or jalapeno pepper on it, wrap it up in bacon, and soak it in a zesty Italian dressing. And that's nothing wrong with that. And grill it. Of course, I think there's more to life than duck poppers. But if you want to try something different, if you want to, a really easy to read recipes, then I suggest, and you can find these online, like Amazon.com, whatnot, but a cookbook, this one, Southern Cooking and Fish and Game. I want to show y'all something, if y'all can see that. The author, John Wangray. Yep. He's Ken. He's my dad. He's written several books. This one, Southern Cooking. What I like about his cookbooks, and not just because he's my dad and why I like them, but he will give you a story. Tell a story right before all the recipes. And because this is duck-based video here, here's I can't see. There's wild ducks, and he has a story that he gives out. So you can read like a little story, and then we go into the recipes. And hey, Shiner guy, how you doing, buddy? Hey, Shiner guy, you might be interested in this Rogue Outdoors LLC. It's a small company, and they're making some spinning rods. And I noticed that you like to use a spinning rod, but they make these are custom made by them. I don't know if you can see them, but there's little feathers in here, red, white, and blue feathers to go with the red, white, and blue markings on the rod. This is a 7-foot medium light rod. But you can get them on Facebook and Rogue Outdoors LLC, and it is a well balanced rod. This thing is nice, man. The action on this is unbelievable. It's got a nice tip on it. But then he goes into the recipes, and we have, just to give you some names of the recipes on the ducks, we got baked duck, and then of course there's fillet of duck, and these are very, very simple recipes. Yeah, it does look nice, doesn't it, Shiner? Yeah. Get a hold, if you're interested in a new rod, a new custom rod, Like I said, Rogue Outdoors LLC. It's on Facebook. Bill Bray, Jeremy Bray, and his brother Justin Bray. And I think Jeremy's still in the chat here. So if you have trouble, you want to look at one you're having trouble, get with him. But these are very simple recipes. You only need you know how you do a lot of recipes, and I don't know how much you guys cook, but here's, apricot glazed duck. Basically it's a baked duck, and then here's the apricot glaze, and 2 cups fresh apricot preserved or canned apricots, 1 tablespoon of brandy, cornstarch thickness. That's it. You make your glaze. It's not hard. It's very simple to read recipes. Again, this was the duck. But in this one, there's this has got fish in it, and saltwater, freshwater fish. So whatever fits your preference as far as freshwater, saltwater, he's got a recipe in here. Also wild game. I know there's a lot of trappers in here that come in here. So if you ever thought about eating a coon, he's got a recipe in here for coons. He's got a recipe in here for possums. He's got recipes in here for just about anything that you may think is edible. Let's see here. Yep. Sweet potatoes and possum. Baked possum and sweet potatoes. Welcome back, Duckmaster. And again, he has a story that, goes with, prior to the recipes. Each one of these has a story. Could you make me all right, hang on a second. I gotta figure how to get back over there. My YouTube is not working correctly. I don't have anybody right now. So, again, John Wangray, he's my dad. He's got this cookbook out. If you want something a little bit different, this is a Southern vegetable cooking cookbook. And again, he's got a little story that goes with the vegetables. I mean, just little short stories. Again, you can get these Amazon. If you can't find them on Amazon, get with me. I think we got some copies laying around somewhere. Don't ask me what the price is offhand because I couldn't tell you. These have been out for a while. Here's the originals. And again, these are well worn. I use these a lot. I mean, I really do. Oh. Let's see here. But to be honest with you, Duckmaster, I ain't but 5 people in here. I don't know who you could pin. I might have to let it load up or something. I'm having a hard time with YouTube tonight. All right. So what's going on, man? Anything in the world going on? I know that yeah, family cookbooks are awesome. This is, like I said, these are my dad's. There's fishing recipes in there in the cookbooks, wild game, vegetables, You name it, it's in. If it's wild game and fish, it's in there. Shellfish, crabs, lobster, shrimp, our favorites, oysters. Duck season, 2 months. I think it's less than that, bud. Teal season is coming up fast, sometime in the middle of September, and I am absolutely can't wait. And it's going to be 101 tomorrow. Yep. Here in South Carolina, we're looking at 101. It is going to be hot. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Georgia Trapping and Fishing. How you doing, bud? For those of y'all don't know, Georgia Trapping and Fishing is the one that won the giveaway. Cookbook is priceless. Yes, they are. For me, they're priceless, but you can buy these cookbooks. They're on sale or for sale rather. Yeah, I think you can get them out of Amazon. And if you cannot find it on Amazon, I mean, you're more than welcome to give me a call, and I'll see if I can't find a copy. And don't act like I said. I don't know what the price. I don't know what the charge for these things. But if you want it autographed, I can get you an autograph. It won't be mine; it'll be his. Georgia Trapping and Fishing. In case you haven't seen this, there's a company called Rogue Outdoors LLC. They're on Facebook, and they make custom rods. This one's I think this is a 7-foot medium light rod. Right here on the back end, there's some feathers in the red, white, and blue to match the blue blank, and the red, white, and blue in here, strapped up. But all the way down the eyes, red, white, and blue. It is very beautiful rod, and I'm so scared I'm gonna put this thing into the fan above me. China guy, we made a family cookbook years ago. I still use it, full of coddlers, meat recipes, desserts. Yeah, we have a separate family cookbook that all the at the time or grandparents, they put their favorite recipes in there, and then as the children got older and they became grandparents, then they put their recipes in, and now we're the grands, and I'm a grandfather, so we're putting all our recipes in that cookbook, and we're passing it down like that. But for y'all duck hunters out there, the early teal season, especially here in South Carolina, starts about mid-September. I'd say around the 13th or the 15th, somewhere in that area. Still haven't got the dates yet. I can't wait. My stuff's ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Right now, if they opened it tomorrow morning, I'm all I gotta do is grab my bag and grab a gun. I'm ready to go. Everything's packed up. I got some other books here. Kind of. They're small books, they're paperbacks. But again, the author is still my dad. It's gonna be hot. Yeah, it is. This is one of his little. It's just little short stories called A Covey of Tales. Here's another one. It's kind of it's called The Guest. Honestly, I have not read this one yet. Couldn't tell you what it's about. But it's called The Guest. For those who don't know, my dad's an outdoor writer and a writer. So, here's another one called A Time Past. A selection of short stories. And this one is probably my favorite. It's called The Last Rice Planter. And this book is a little dark. And what I mean by that, it's kind of seeps into your soul a little bit. If any of y'all are into history, especially the what's commonly referred to as the Civil War, there was nothing civil about it. This is a book about. It's based off of what happened afterwards, and a rice planter coming back home to South Carolina, to the Charleston area, to farm after the war ended, and the trials and tribulations that he went through to get back home, and after he got home. And like I said, this book is it has some dark sides to it, very dark sides to it. So if you happen to pick up this book and go to read it, just be warned. It got a little dark to it. It gets into you. It did me anyway. But these, oh yeah, and he's got another one. This is a picture book. It's just pictures of the Low Country down here in South Carolina, and called Low Country Scenes. It's just pictures. That's all it is. Photography, pictures he took. Again, you can get all this from Amazon. This is a good book to put on your coffee table. But you can find those on Amazon. If you can't for whatever reason, just order The Last Southern Cooking with Game and Fish off Amazon. Are you serious? They don't have any more? Well, Casey, next time you see me, get with me and I'll get that thing autographed for you. Better hurry. He's getting old. He's like in his 70s now. Yeah, it's my dad. Yes, I can joke about that. And yes, I will joke about that. Their own thrift books. Okay. It's one left in stock and I ordered it. Hey, awesome, man. Appreciate it. They don't cost that much. I know that. Yes. It's spelled Jon. But he's been an outdoor rider longer than I've been alive, and he's won numerous awards, outdoor writing awards. Was with, I think he was a field editor for Outdoor Life at one time, Sports Afield, Field and Stream. For you duck hunters, if you remember a magazine called Wildfowl, he helped almost, in my opinion, he helped create that thing. There's some other things he did in South Carolina that are Let's see here. This is from the Sumter Daily Item called Making the Right Call. It's an article. There he is. Now, you might be asking, why am I bringing up my dad? I mean, other than the fact that he's my dad. Well, a lot of social media is going around right now. The people are asking about how to cook ducks, and there's just so many ways to cook ducks that other than breasting them out and making duck poppers. And so that's why I brought out the cookbooks, and just to show you that he's a writer. But he's done so much more than that for South Carolina. What a lot of people don't know, and he doesn't talk about it much, but he's the man that created the South Carolina duck calling contest. It was the very first one, the very first one. They did it down in Mill Creek here in Sumter County, and in association with at the time was the Sumter County Sumter County Game and Fish Association, I believe it was. But he's got all the paperwork. It shows where he created it. Couple people have tried to claim that they're the ones that did it. No, they're the ones that brought it back. But he's the one that actually came up with the idea, came out with it, and saw it through for a few years. And this article was written. When was this written? It's got a date on here. May 30th, 2020. There you go. But if anybody it's from South Carolina knows the big town of Manning, and there's a festival there every year called the Striped Bass Festival. Well, guess who thought up that idea? And that was my dad. So he's come up with some pretty good things here to help hunting and fishing in South Carolina. And he's one of my favorite authors. I love to read his work. I mean, not just because he's my dad, just because he writes really well. I can't write, so that's why I talk. But go check him out. Duckmaster, are you still out there? Duckmaster, are you still there? Or did you run off? What duck call companies do I like? All of them. I I really don't have a personal preference. Now, uh, this is a cut down call, which is harder to blow. This is made by Kirk McCulloch. I like his calls. Um, I like Rich and Tone or R&T. I like Echoes. I like Duck Commander a lot. Um, there's a lot of duck call makers that are, and they're really good at what they do. Um, I think my favorite would have to be the just because this is a very hard call to blow, and I'm really trying to master it even more. Even though I think I sound pretty good, but the cut down to Kirk McCulloch, West Virginia Woodsman. How are you doing today? Um, so, but if you were to ask me, uh, what companies do I like for a new duck caller, for somebody who's just learning, and I would tell you right off the bat, don't go expensive, go cheaper, and Duck Commander will be the calls that I tell you that I would suggest you get. And I would start to learn on a double reed call. That's where I would start to learn. It's a lot more forgiving. It doesn't take that much air. Very forgiving call. As you get more experienced, then go to a single reed call, and then you can start branching out into different duck calls. Um, but yeah, if you're asking me what a new duck caller or somebody's never blown a duck call before, I would say Duck Commander because they're great calls and they're inexpensive and they sound good. And if something goes wrong with them, they're easy to adjust. I hope that answered your question. Awesome. Unpaved Explorer, how are you doing this morning, or this afternoon, this evening, or whatever it is? I'm so lost. Can't stay long. As long as you can stay, I sure do appreciate it. Just hit that thumbs up button. Um, just to recap, um, there's a company out there called Rogue Outdoors LLC. You can find them on Facebook, and they make custom rods. And I have one of them right here. Here's the buddy. This is a spinning rod. This is a 7-footer, medium light, I believe. I don't know if you can see it, but you can see these feathers. There's one in white, red, and blue. There's the red one right there with my finger. And these are red, white, and blue feathers in here. Come down. Here's your red, white, and blue on your blank. And these are, like I said, it's a custom rod. And they can make whatever kind of rod you want. So if you want a spinning rod or a bait casting rod, whatever length, whatever weights that you want them in, And if you want a fly rod, you know, I'd like to get. I'm considering getting a fly rod. That's what I'm looking forward to. What's the topic today on Paved Explorer? We're talking ducks. So, and we were talking about my dad's cookbooks. They've been out for many years. This is one of his cookbooks called Southern Cooking with Fish and Game. There's his name right there. So, and any type of, all fish. So if it's saltwater, freshwater fish that are in this cookbook, game, everything from doves, ducks, geese, turkeys, squirrels, raccoons, possums. We may even have a beaver recipe in here. I wouldn't doubt it. Here's the one on raccoons. And what's cool is he's got a little story here, that goes right before the recipes. But the reason I was talking about little food and ducks and whatnot is a lot of people on social media have been asking how to cook ducks. And, well, I can tell you what to do, but, pick up a cookbook, And I think you can still pick them up at Amazon. I believe somebody said it was Thrift Books. And if you can't find them anywhere and you want one, you want to get a copy, you want to pay for a copy, get a hold of me. I'll see if I can't find you one. Already hit it. Casey, you already hit what? Already hit what? You lost me there. But anyway. Oh, the like button. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh man. For those of y'all that don't maybe live a little further north than where I do, I hope this makes you feel better. Tomorrow, they're talking about temperatures of 101 here. They said in a car in less than 30 minutes from 101, your car temperature will be 124 degrees, and if the windows are rolled up, it'll be 138 degrees within 30 minutes. That's hot. That's HAWT, hot. I don't know if he's got one with woodchuck. We don't have any woodchucks down here in the South or this far south. But I'm assuming you could use a recipe from a raccoon or a beaver, and I know he's got that in here. Venison. Matter of fact, I made venison. Actually, my wife made venison spaghetti tonight. And let's see, you got squirrels, the old rabbit, possums, raccoons. And that was it on that one. But you could probably, I'd do the same thing with what you do with a raccoon. Should work. All right. Any other questions? Actually, possum is very good. It's a little greasy sometimes, but it is actually good. It really is. I know everybody looks at them and they have a hard time once they start snarling. But it's actually a pretty good meat. It's pretty good. Has anybody ever had a purple Gallinoo? Have ever shot one or know what one is? A Martian or we call them swamp chickens down here. It's called a purple Gallinoo. Has anybody ever heard of those or know what they are? If you don't, you're missing it. That is very delicious. We get a lot of them right after the teal season. You talking about purple Gallinoo being greasy, fatty, and salty? No, not on the. Well, I hunt them on freshwater, so they're not salty at all, and they're not greasy or fatty, but they are delicious. We take them and cook them. We pick them whole, clean them and pick them whole, and boil them like you boil a chicken to make a chicken, what we call a chicken bog or a perlo. And then once David Henson, I'm here just possum, yeah, yeah, possum is greasy, yes, but that purple Gallinoo, we'll take them and like I said, boil them down like a chicken. Once they get cooked, we pull them out, let them rest, and once they cool off, we'll pull the meat off of them and then make a big pot of rice with sausage and onion and hey, Shiner guy, thanks for showing up, man. I really do appreciate it. And you have a great one. And we'll catch y'all next time. Catch you next time, rather. And make a perlo or some people call it a chicken bog out of it. But it is delicious. First time I ever made one for my wife. Georgia Trapping, you leaving too? Or are you just saying goodbye to Shiner? Are they like Chucker? No. This is a water bird. Think of a coot. If you know what a coot is, a purple Gallinoo is a very close resemblance. Purple Gallinoo. Check it out. We call them swamp chickens here, but they are. We usually get them right at the end of teal season when they start to migrate in, and then they have a season in October, and we'll get the boats into these marshes, and we'll get a shooter in the front of the boat, somebody in the back of the boat, and we push pole. and we'll push pole them. Let's see here. You see that? That's a purple Gallinoo. Some people call them moorhens, common moorhens. But you could, if it with a purple Gallinoo, you can cook them just like you cook any duck. Well, I like to make a perlo out of them, make a chicken bog. Um, it's a cool bird. One year, about 4 years ago, they actually coincided the teal and the purple Gallinoo or moorhen season, and it ran together. And uh, it was about 4 days that we were shooting teal. Everybody had shot their limits of teal, and then we were going out shooting these purple Gallinoos. And I they eat the same thing as a teal would eat, and they eat the same thing a coot will eat, and it's vegetation and animal matter. So it's it's not bad. Um, yeah, that's a colorful coot. Yeah, but it's called a purple Gallinoo. It's different from a coot. And are they a native bird? Yes, they are native to the United States, and they migrate just like any other migratory bird. And we get a ton of them down here. You usually find them in small marshes, heavy vegetation. Their call is very, very similar to a coot. A coot is black with a white bill, and this has just got a little coloration to it. I'm gonna see if I can find that picture. If you give me a second. Again, this was some they're not. This is a while back, and this is before the purple Gallinoo got their colors to them. But we got into them pretty heavy, so and I was a whole lot skinnier then. But there's that one teal and all a handful of purple Gallinoo, or moorhens, or marsh hens, or swamp chickens, whatever you want to call them. But that was during the teal season many, many years ago. Hey, David, are you listening? Too hot for me. I couldn't take enough off. Hey, David, you see that lanyard? See how low it hangs? I need one a little bit higher. Give you an idea. Yeah, it's going to be hot tomorrow. I mean, terrible hot. I lost the compressor in my car, the air compressor for the air conditioning in my work car. So I will be driving my truck for the rest of the summer. And it's just too hot. Oh, excuse me, guys. It's getting late. Uh, so, any questions? Anybody got anything? Anything y'all want to talk about? I'm all kind of new to all this. And Georgia Fishing, you sent me a text. He sent me a text. Hang on. Georgia Fishing sent me a text earlier and said he got his stuff that he won the other day. So I'm happy about that. Unpaved Explorer, where are located? I'm in South Carolina. I am in South Carolina. If you was to look at the state, kind of look at the middle of it, and you'll see a swamp, and then that's where I'm at. But, yeah, right in the middle of the state. Greenville is in the upstate. I am more or less in the lower Midlands, or what, right at the edge of the Midlands and what we call the Low Country. I'm in a little town called Sumter. Um, Again, it's right there in the middle, right next to a swamp. Watery, Santee, Congaree swamps. And Greenville is what we call the upstate. That's about depending on how fast you drive, 2 hours, 2 hour 15, 2:30. A lot of guys like to kayak our swamps down here. Um, I know quite a few guys that's what they enjoy doing, kayaking them and photographing the wildlife. I'm too fat for a kayak. It's just that simple. No sense in beating around the bush. When you know you are, you know you are. David Hanson, too hot for me. I couldn't take enough off. We're thankful for that, David. Is that the year they got hit hard by a hurricane? And you should diet. Yeah, I'm going to diet one of these days, Casey. Yeah, we got hit by Hurricane Hugo. That actually hit in Myrtle Beach, which is um, in Pawleys Island in that area, which is right there on the coast. And it shot straight up through the state. I was actually living in a little town called Somerton at the time when she came through, or Hugo came through at 135-mile-an-hour sustained winds, and that's about 2 hours inland. I know that Greenville got hit a little bit. I mean that hurricane went all the way up into Charlotte, North Carolina, and then up. So I know people in Pennsylvania and Ohio and the rest of the East Coast felt her. She was big. Cat 4. Yeah, Casey, one of these days I'm going to diet. As I'm eating a Hardee's hamburger, I'm usually thinking about it. And I just ordered some new hunting clothes, so yeah, I'm probably gonna have to start dieting this year. Yeah, I heard Nav. Are you on the same diet he is? Are you on that whatever that diet that he's on? I know he's eating some crazy stuff. Well, maybe you have to send me a private message one day and tell me what y'all are doing because I know he's lost. I think he said he lost what 34, 35 pounds. You know, if he loses much more weight, he's going to be able to outrun me. A lot to be proud of there, man. uh, Unpaved Explorer, thanks for coming in. Please hit that thumbs up button before you leave. You take care of yourself, man. Mm-mm-mm. Well, good for you, Casey. Seriously, I mean, all seriousness and no joking aside, man. I know I need to start doing something. Shoot me a text and tell me what y'all are doing. I'm kind of curious now. I just like to eat. That's my problem. I love good food. I appreciate it, bud. Yeah, I got to get a hold with Nab. I'm probably gonna highlight him next week. I hope he shows up. I keep sending him messages to come on. Um, yeah, you know what? I bought a pair of waders a couple 2 years ago, a pair of Rogers waders, the breathables, and I love them. I absolutely love them. My only problem is I have a hard time getting my foot. Once my foot goes into them, there's not a problem. They wear great. They don't have any issues. It's that pair right behind me right there. But it's getting my foot in. Sometimes I just can't get my foot in there. I don't. It's like the boot collapses on or something. But the Rogers breathables are pretty much the same as Frog Dogs. But there is another company out there that I'm checking out, and they are called High and Dry. I just stuck it in there, and they are Kevlar coated waders. Now they're not insulated; they're uninsulated. Hey, David, thank you so much, man. You take care of yourself, and Y'all have a good week. Catch up with me later. So you're having the same problems with the Rogers breathable waders, putting the boot on and it just gets hung. Your foot gets hung up. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with that. But high and dry waders, and they cost less, and they're Kevlar coated. And I want to try them out. I may have to get a pair this later on in the year. If I still having problems with these, getting them on, I can take them off easy. It's just getting them on, and I feel like I'm gonna rip them apart. They're tight on my calves if I'm wearing heavy pants. Well, Miss Barbie Snipes, how you doing? Welcome. And yeah, mine are tight as well. I can't. I can't. I don't know. Maybe I just got a fat left leg. I don't know. I have a hard time getting this. That always that left boot. Yeah. Listen, I got some friends of mine that swear by them. They say that's the best wader they've ever worn, and yet on the other side, I've got guys that say they're friends of mine that say they'll never buy another pair because every time they put them on, they leak. And I don't know if they're actually leaking or if these guys are just sweating and the moisture's not getting out. It allows moisture to escape. It doesn't allow anything to come in. And I'm just wondering if they're just sweating too much and it can't escape. But they say they have a hard. One group of friends say they love them. The other group say they can't stand them. And it's just too dang expensive. Good Lord, they're expensive. I mean, you spend $500-600 on a pair of waders. That's crazy. Yeah, there's just too many mixed feelings, man. I'm really. I tell you what, if you go, High and Dry has a website, and they have two colors. They have brown, and then they have shadow. I think it's a shadow grass color, and that's it. That's all they got. But if you go on the YouTube channel called Surviving Duck Season, Joel Strickland, and if you'll go on his channel, he did a really good review on the high and dry waders, and they're looking better and better to me every day. They really are. And he did a really good video on that. He's got a good channel to begin with, but he did a real good review on those. I'd go ahead and check him out and check those videos out. But he's the only one that I know that's in the YouTube world that's wearing them. If there's anybody else, I haven't seen them yet. And the guys that make them are oystermen from here on the East Coast. I believe in Maryland, and they're used to working the oyster beds, so they developed. That's a redheaded. Yeah, he's a redheaded guy from Arkansas. The guide. He's a guide. He has really good channel. But the owner of the company that does the high and dry, they're oystermen, and they actually designed these waders and built them because I mean they're working around these oyster beds. They need a tough wader, and hey, if your wader can resist oyster beds, they can resist little sticks and stuff that we run across. Yeah, let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can't. Yeah, he does good videos. I'm gonna check those waiters. I'm telling you, if you happen to get a pair before I do, let me know because I want to come see them. I want to put my hands on them. I can't find the video that he did. Yeah, I can't find the video that he did. High and dry waiters. I want to get my hands on them. I want to see what they look like. I want to hold on to them. Oh, Barbie, what's going on? You doing all right tonight? Hey, Casey, when it starts to cool off, we gotta go hit the swamp and do a cook off. I'm thinking a sausage and swamp potato cook off. Oh well. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I got to go up to Aiken tomorrow. I got to go up there, go to Aiken and do some work tomorrow. And that's about a 2-hour drive, so I got to leave here by 5 o'clock. So anyway, guys, I want to thank y'all for showing up. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button for me. I found me you found you a biscuit cooker too. Awesome. Yeah, you'll. I think I've started a trend with that. I wish I could get a percentage of on how many biscuit cookers have been sold here since I introduced that to everybody. But listen, guys, if you haven't already, hit that thumbs up button for me on this video. I appreciate it. Keep watching the videos. I got one coming out Wednesday, and I got several others that I'm working on. And then next week, I got a lot of video, and I'm going to be doing next week. It's going to take me a while to get those videos out, but it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be pretty cool. I've already envisioned it to be some really good video. So come see me there. And again, every Monday night at 8 o'clock for about an hour or so. That's all I'm looking at. We're gonna talk ducks. That's what I want to do. Whether it's duck calls or decoys or conservation or guns or whatever. Let's talk ducks. But here I am dropping my duck call on the ground. But anyway, y'all have a great one, and y'all have a safe week. And we'll talk to y'all later. Good night, y'all.